Oh, what a delightful coincidence. According to the Daily Mail, King Charles managed to squeeze in a meeting with David Beckham to discuss charity, all while Prince Harry was conveniently in the vicinity. How thoughtful of Harry to acknowledge his father's various other priorities during his visit to Britain this week. Clearly scheduling a meeting with dear old dad just wasn't on the agenda. But get this, no photos, no clue where they met, top secret stuff, clearly. And the kicker? The King and David Beckham are rubbing elbows while Harry and Meghan are off on some government-invited tour with the whole entourage. The King and David Beckham chatting it up while Harry was off doing his thing nearby. Surely this will do wonders for family relations. Despite Harry's meticulously planned visit and the King's supposedly impromptu appearance at a barracks, their paths never quite crossed. But fear not, for Harry generously extended an invitation for his father to join him at St. Paul's Cathedral for the Invictus Games anniversary. Although it seems nobody was quite aware of this particular request. As for the palace, they've remained as tight-lipped as ever about why these two couldn't manage a single meet-up. Must be some top-secret royal drama. While in the UK, Harry said it was great to be back, but refused to rule out the possibility of him applying for American citizenship. In a previous Netflix series, Harry had also suggested that he'd been blocked from seeing the late Queen, despite his grandmother inviting him and Meghan to stay. Harry rushed over in February when his father was first diagnosed with cancer, but only got a brief meeting with the monarch and Queen Camilla before they left for Sandringham. According to Richard Kay, Harry never asked to meet the King while he was in the UK for the Invictus Games, never asked to stay in any royal residence. He just lets his PR skunk release misinformation. It's refreshing that the King had a meeting with David Beckham. He's demonstrated far more respect for the late Queen and royal family than Harry and Meghan. David Beckham patiently waited in line for hours, just like everyone else, to spend a few moments paying his respects to the late Queen. Meanwhile, Harry threw tantrums over his wardrobe choices, making his family utterly miserable. According to sources close to the Windsors, Harry's various tell-alls made it difficult for his relatives to spend any time with him. The fact that they didn't shows that they don't want anything to encourage Harry to spend more time in the UK. Charles is never going to endorse a hostile rival royal operation on his doorstep, a source told an outlet. Instead, Charles sent a clear message that he's not welcome to conduct official quasi-royal events in the UK that distract from the monarchy's message and agenda. Harry attended a 10th anniversary celebration for the Invictus Games on Wednesday, May the 8th in London, and Charles held a garden party at the same time as his son's event. In Spare, Harry revealed intimate details about royal life and painted Prince William, Princess Catherine and Queen Camilla in a negative light. No one trusted him before, and they certainly don't now. It's rude, undignified and childish to make these attacks on his family, when he knows that they can't answer back, a friend revealed. It's also inconsiderate, to say the least, to make the life of an elderly man who has cancer more difficult. Aside from managing his role as king, Charles and the Princess of Wales were undergoing cancer treatment while balancing their roles. Charles is trying his hardest to do his job in very difficult circumstances, the source continued. Harry claims to love his family. He has a funny way of showing it. It's reminiscent of how he spent the last months of Queen Elizabeth's life, saying how much he loved her while attacking the monarchy, to which she'd devoted her entire life. Nothing's changed, we're back to square one. I think people understand now why the brothers are as far apart as ever. It's very sad, but William's right to not trust him, they added.